With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive here with Gainwell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Go, Reed! Go! Deputy Ranger! Deputy Ranger! 18 Radley! 18 Radley! Back 60!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes... yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Okay, quick.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
It's caught at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Trap 50, trap 50. Go street.
More the man in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Craftsman leading. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
19 driver, 19 driver. 18 rally, 18 rally.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits more. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We can look at the flag to see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters. Going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They need to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
19. Warriors 17.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Hey.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
Just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in his career. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, coaches stressed their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? They spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he's got room. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Hill. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Hands it off out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's the big fellas in right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
15 tight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. In motion, Hill. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, we're starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Moore, the man in motion.
Come 19! Come 19! 19 right!
They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
That's very good. Winfield Jr.
Defensively, that's handling zone coverage as a rookie QB. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now they'll run it here off tackle. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Right back to him on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
18
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. The fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Back and 60. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
107 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
70 look. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
19. Warriors 17. 18. Pioneer. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to... And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
On the jump. 60
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18 Rattlers.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19, Warriors 17.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 4. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready, break. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle. Dragon 60.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10.
Flash. Alert.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before a big down. That good for 19 on 1st down.
We'll definitely see some more running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on. Hey, 79 Broncos. 19 tight. Left wing 19. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
16, right here. Come back in.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, listen, hurry.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run behind center with Gainwell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead